I'm Bob Hallmark in Longview today. It is fall and now it's starting to feel like it with some cooler temperatures. But as you have probably noticed, burn bans have been enacted in numerous East Texas counties. Now, a lot of people associate burn bans with the summertime and the heat. But the only thing different here is the variables change. And one of those things, two of those things that we're going to talk about, with Gregg County Fire Marshal Mark Moore. Mark, I'm guessing that most people think that it's drought and heat and summertime, and that's what makes a burn ban. But when we move into fall and winter, some of the variables change, don't they?
Right now we're experiencing some different weather patterns where we don't have the typical fall thunderstorms. Our relative humidities have been exceptionally low today and throughout tomorrow, which becomes a very catalytic event.
Let's talk about that. One of the things that's important is something maybe we don't think about too much. We hate it during the summertime, humidity. Actually, it does have a benefit.
Humidity has, in the fire world, has a tremendous benefit. When we have our humidities are above 30%, the less chances we have for fuels that typically don't burn, that now they're ripe for a fire, and it's the things that we don't always see. The driving down the road, discarding cigarettes. We have the power lines become susceptible during these winds to break. Those things happen, and a lot of them happen out in the woods that we don't necessarily know that they're feeding oil sites or their transmission lines. When those fall and those fuels and their humidities are low, that's a catalyst for a fire.
Okay, so we want to be sure and say that the fire danger remains as prominent during the fall and winter as it does in the summertime, because the conditions are just right. I mean, we don't have any rain. That's a big problem.
That's a big problem right now. Without the lack of rain, and then our relative humidities being low, that's caused us to be in the conditions we are now.
And as some of you have probably noticed already too, it has been windy last night and today. We have seen the flags actually bowing out. So all of these conditions, between the humidity not being there, the wind, which obviously aids and stokes fires.
Well, we call those wind-driven fires. So when we get our winds above 15 miles per hour, up to 20 mile per hour gusts, those are our catalysts for fire to spread rapidly.
Okay, and this is the danger too. Now, it's different from a municipal area because they have, you cannot burn within a municipality, most of them anyway. But inside a county, that's why they enact these burn bans, because even a controlled burn can get out of hand.
That is correct. So the initiation for this countywide burn ban that we have now is we went to the judge and telling him that we look at things, the Texas Forest Service, we look at the National Weather Service gives us data to say, okay, on these days it's going to get bad, and we're there. As of yesterday, we've had multiple conversations with all our other people out there, the National Weather Service, Forest Service. Hey, we're in a very crucial time. We saw the fire that happened last Sunday over in Harrison County was 137 acres in a pine plantation. We do not want that here in Gregg County.
Gotcha. Now, we're going to close this out. The KBDI, which is the Keach-Byram Drought Index, we hear that quite often during the summer months when it's very hot and there's a high probability of fire. That is still applicable at this time.
We still look at that. It's one of the contributing factors we look at when we look at fire danger. As we get into our winter months and after those fuels become dormant, it's not so much as we look at the moisture that is in those fuels, because now they're in a dormant phase. We don't have the green vegetation. Those become fuels.
Okay. So right now it'd be safe to say we just need some rain at this point.
We need some rain.
All right, Mark, appreciate it.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, and we'll have more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News. For KLTV Web Extra, I'm Bob Hallmark.